Hi traders, my name is Duncan Cooper and I'm a Senior Market Strategist and Trading Mentor at ACY Securities. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the key trading levels for the week ahead for the pairs the Australian dollar to the Japanese yen, the Australian dollar to the US dollar, the euro to the Japanese yen, the euro to the US dollar, the pound to the Japanese yen and the pound to the US dollar. So let's get into the first pair. Hi traders, hope you had a safe trading week last week. Now I'm on the Aussie Yen daily chart. Got my monthly, weekly, day support and resistance levels all drawn in. They're referenced in the description below. I'll just discuss the ones closest to price action. Now, we did close below on Friday 93.06 day support, so that could be resistance now. So are we simply further selling off next week? Are we going to test and move below 92.12 day support to challenge weekly support at 91.41? Does the trend continue? We've got the interest rate decision next week for the Aussie. So are we simply just selling off and moving further down the range? Of course, 92.12 could become support for a move back up, back above 93.06. Alright, so start of the week, watch 92.12. Does that break or hold as support? Alright traders, moving on to the Aussie. Aussie closed down on Friday as well. We did have a reversal Wednesday. Is that reversal going to hold? So that formed day support at 63.63. So at the start of the week, that's a level to watch. Does 63.63 hold for a move back up from Wednesday's reversal? Or are we simply going to be moving down? We've got, as I said, the interest rate decision for the Aussie. Are we now moving down below 63.63 to challenge long-term weekly 62.84 and monthly support at 62.47? Alright, so very negative close Friday. Are we continuing down below 63.63 next week? Alright, moving on to the Euro Yen. Now the Aussie crosses, just before I move along, they were the weakest pairs for the week. All the other pairs I review on the weekend moved up. So Euro Yen moved up back to 142.31 daily resistance. Was support here and then we broke back below. So this corrective advance now, is it going to hold at 142.31? If we get a retest, is it going to hold for a decline next week? Or can the advance continue now and move above 142.31 to come up and test weekly resistance up here at 144.24? Can the advance continue? So the level to watch at the start of the week will be 142.31. Does it hold as resistance or does it break for a move higher? Alright, moving on to the euro dollar. Now last week we did find support down at the longer term monthly level support 95.99 from back in time. Put in a low at 95.36 and reversed back up for the rest of the week. Didn't quite get back to daily resistance at 98.64, but start of the week, can this pair continue to advance, or is this resistance area from 98.64 daily resistance? Then we've got weekly resistance at 99.04 and 99.52. Does this whole area hold as resistance for a move back down the range? So first of all, can we come up and test 98.64? Can we move above that level? Does this whole area of resistance here be resistance for the next major move down? So definitely watch this area to hold. This pair is definitely in a long-term downtrend. Is this just a short-term correction last week? Back up to resistance for a longer term decline. So watch 98.64 up to 99.52. Does that area hold as resistance next week for a further decline? Alright traders, moving on to the most volatile pairs, the pound crosses. So at the start of the week we ran down, challenged monthly support down here, eventually held. There are some other levels of monthly support down here, but it false broke 150.97 monthly support and then reversed all the way back up for the rest of the week. Now Move back above. Old weekly support here at 159.44. Friday did tag that level intraday to hold as support. So at the start of the week, next week, can we continue the advance? We're going to come up and challenge 162.73 daily resistance. Will that hold the market for then a turnaround for a move back down the range? Or does 162.73 break? And now we're moving all the way back up to re-challenge 166.33 weekly resistance. So ultimately this is still theoretically in a downtrend. We started from here, we moved all the way down to there. This is corrective at the moment, so can the advance continue to challenge the level that we actually failed at a few weeks ago? So will 162.73 daily resistance hold as resistance for a move back down, or are we simply moving above that level next week to move up and challenge weekly resistance at 166.33? Alright traders, last page review for the weekend, pound dollar. Now of course the Bank of England came out last week and started to intervene in the bond market. Is that changing the trend of these pound crosses, or are we simply having a corrective rally last week in the face of that news? So last week we false broke the all-time low at 104.63 and been rallying ever since, closing back above 111. Levels to watch next week. Does the advance continue to come back up and test broken day support to become resistance at 113.50, or broken major monthly support at 114.09? So this area of resistance here, does it hold as resistance for a further move back down? That's if we can get up to that level. So can price come up to this resistance area 113.50 to 114.09? Does this area hold for the next major decline? Okay, there's plenty of calls at the moment for the pound dollar to move below parity. Of course, we're having a very strong rally at the moment. Is it just a rally back to resistance for another major decline? Okay traders, that's my analysis for today. If you want to keep up to date with my analysis, simply subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Now if you'd like to follow my forex trading analysis throughout the week, why not subscribe to the ACY Securities live interactive trading feed Telegram channel. Simply contact Nathan Bray at acy.com to get access.